intrauterine insemination. So what is intrauterine insemination?
It is an artificial procedure whereby the male semen is deposited in the
Directly into the uterine
cavity.
Into the uterine cavity. So it is the procedure where a prepared sample of sperm is inseminated into the uterine cavity at the appropriate time of the patient's menstrual cycle, and approximately 2 weeks later a pregnancy test is performed to see if the cycle has been successful or not. Okay. So what are the indications?
Mild infertility in the male partner, HIV positive male partner, mild endometriosis, उसके अलावा जो है ना inability to have intercourse, proper intercourse natural.
So if we discuss the previous indications, previously it was recommended in unexplained infertility, mild male factor, ejaculatory problems, cervical problems, ovulatory problems, mild endometriosis, and to optimize the use of donor sperm. But now, according to the recent NICE guidelines, indications have been changed, and now the indications are if the male is physically disabled to do the sexual intercourse, or he is having psychosexual problems, then you will go for IUI, okay? Or if there is azoospermia and you are using the donor sperm. Number 3, it is indicated in same-sex couples using donor sperms, and the 4th indication is HIV positive male partners. Okay. So now it is not indicated in unexplained infertility, mild male factor infertility, and mild endometriosis. They are advised to conceive naturally for 2 years. They should try naturally to conceive for 2 years, and if they don't conceive, then directly refer them for IVF. ओके
जी मैडम, एक जगह मैंने आप दोबारा उन्होंने गाइडलाइन मार्च 2000
यस दिस इज 2026
जिसमें वो कहते हैं 4 साइकिल IUI के भी थे.
आई विल टेल यू. ओके
नहीं, वो अनएक्सप्लेन्ड को डिफाइन करना.
ओके. So if the male is physically disabled or he is having psychosexual problem, then you will offer 12 cycles of unstimulated IUI. Okay, 12 cycles of unstimulated IUI. Unstimulated IUI means that you will not give clomiphene citrate, you will not give letrozole, and you will not give gonadotropins. Only you will do follicular tracking, and if when the optimum size of the follicle is achieved, then you will do IUI. So you will do 12 cycles of unstimulated IUI before going for IVF. Okay, 12 cycles. And if the male is azoospermic, then you will do 12 cycles of unstimulated IUI with donor sperm before referring them for IVF. With donor sperm, because the male is azoospermic, there are no sperms, so you are using the donor sperm, and you will do 12 cycles of IUI with donor sperm before referring them for IVF. And if the male is HIV positive, then what's the criteria? If all these 3 criteria are met, like male is compliant with highly active antiretroviral therapy, his plasma viral load is less than 50 copies per ml for more than 6 months, and there are no other co-infections like hepatitis B, C, and unprotected intercourse is limited to the time of ovulation. If all these 4 criteria are met, then there is no need of sperm washing, no need of IUI, and they are advised to conceive naturally. Okay. But if these criteria are not met, for example, male is not compliant with highly active antiretroviral therapy and the plasma viral load is more than 50 copies per ml, then you will do the sperm washing, and after sperm washing you will do IUI. Okay. It is clear? Yes. So what are the steps of the procedure? We can see that this is the IUI catheter. First of all, you will call the patient on day 2 of the cycle. You will perform transvaginal scan to see the status of the ovaries. This is known as booking scan. Okay. Then you will do day 2
of the cycle.
Yes. Then you will go for ovulation induction with letrozole, with clomiphene, or whatever you want. Okay. On day 2 you will start. Then you will do follicular tracking till 18 mm follicle size is achieved and 7 mm endometrial thickness is achieved.
18 mm size and 7 mm thickness.
Yes. Okay. Then you will give trigger injection of HCG, and you will plan IUI 34 to 36 hours after HCG injection. Okay. On day of IUI, husband semen sample is processed in the andrology lab. Consent will be taken. Patient will be put in the dorsal lithotomy position. You will pass the Cusco speculum or the Sim speculum. Hold the anterior lip of the cervix with the tenaculum and pass IUI catheter into the uterus. Okay? Up to the mark. You can see that this mark is present on the IUI catheter, and you will introduce IUI catheter into the uterus up till this mark. Then you will remove the stellate, and yes, here you will have the prepared semen sample, and it will be attached to the
जो foreign elapse है होगा without
Yes.
any delay.
Yes.
Without any delay.
It will be attached to the IUI catheter, and you will inject 1 to 3 ml of prepared semen sample over 3 to 5 minutes slowly. Okay, and then ask the patient to lie for remove the catheter and ask the patient to lie for 20 to 30 minutes, and post IUI you will give progesterone supplementation. Okay.
मैडम एक चीज़ यहाँ रह गई है
जी.
मैडम सेकंड डे से ना हम आपने उसे बुलाया और
We will
ऑपरेशन
take the questions later on. Okay, we will take the questions later on. So success rate with IUI is 5%, unstimulated IUI, and if we give stimulated IUI with clomiphene, success rate is 8 to 10%, and with gonadotropins it is 12 to 18%. Complications can be multiple pregnancy, ectopic pregnancy, ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome if we use gonadotropins, and procedure-related complications can be uterine cramping, light spotting post-procedure. Infection is very rare, or there can be vasovagal reaction. Advantages, we all know that it is a simple outpatient procedure, cost-effective, minimally invasive, fertilization occurs in fallopian tube, so it is acceptable to most of the religious people. Okay, and can be repeated in multiple cycles. So this is the video we have discussed all about, and now you can see the video. इसको stop कर दें.